Hi, this is Steve McCann from PhillyGayCalendar.com, here with the cast and crew of two of the new Philadelphia shorts, Sexy and Cool. Welcome to QFest.
Thank you, thank you.
So now tell us about the movies that you've done.
Well, Sexy is based on an intimate situation where one of the couple's character, she could not stand kissing her mate. So with that being said, I did this film because I actually had a friend who had this problem. He told me that he was in a relationship and he didn't like kissing, and I found that kind of odd. But he told me his situation and why he did it, and which was the same situation, which was he was hurt and he didn't. Kissing to him was very intimate, and he didn't want to indulge in that and let go. So that's why I wrote that. And as far as Cool is concerned, domestic violence, any situation, and I experienced that a little in my life, and I wanted to tell a story. And with that, that's when I had Dee, and she came out and she did everything that she needed to do to play that part. And Deacon.
Let me put my hair up.
Yes. And this is Nashi Williams. She was in Sexy. Alice Wills, she's actually in Cool. She played Joy. And Sean Chin, he's the co-director for each film. So I'm glad we all came together. They made it a powerful impact. And actually, this is part of a series, Crazy, Sexy, Cool. And everyone, they love Sexy and they love Cool, and they haven't even seen Crazy yet. And it's
Oh, we want to see Crazy.
Yes, you want to see Crazy.
I'm right here.
Now, your character, Deacon, was a very powerful character, and you had some sort of personal connection. Can you talk about that?
Well, basically, in my past, honestly, it's hard to talk about, but then I'm getting better and better with it because it's a message. I actually abused different girlfriends in my past. My father abused my mother, my uncle abused my aunts. I mean, it's just actually a hereditary thing, unfortunately. But actually, I'm trying to break that pattern, that cycle, you know what I mean? Because domestic violence is unjust, point blank, period. There's no point in you putting your hands on somebody, especially if you're a grown person. So I read the script. She wanted me to be this lame-ass cashier. But, I could do it. 3 lines, that was cool. But no, I read the script or what have you, and, I read the whole script because I have the acting background, so I, started memorizing some of the other parts, and I felt Deacon, you know what I mean? I thought it was amazing that Deacon's name is Deacon, person of the church, and they have this other side to them. So I like that oxymoron about the character's name, and about the title of the film as well. But either way, I got into that character when I read that script, and it really related to me, and this was also some kind of therapy for me. Besides going to anger management, getting help for that, this was my therapy as well. So I'm glad that everybody enjoyed the film.
It was really amazing.
Thank you.
So how did the rest of you get involved in this film?
I met Danielle, and she asked me to come out and read I played Dana in Sexy, and I felt a connection for some reason to Dana. Just about relationships, and I think it was just a great storyline. You have 2 people trying to become one in a relationship, but there's always one who always maybe have some kind of deeper issue. You know what I mean? Yes, past issues. So you try to come together and bring both people together to try to love, but it just seemed like it can't. You just try to break that past cycle somewhere, So that's where Dana comes in and Sonny comes in and saves the day. So what can I say?
Well, I auditioned with Danielle and Sean one day. It was my first movie. I was very young and ambitious and trying to do the whole acting thing. And it was funny reading the part for Joy. In real life, I was very much like her, very passive, very letting things happen to me and not really addressing them head on. So when I met this whole group of people, it was very, like she said, therapeutic for me to be able to head on, chase something and just face my fear of something really big for me. So it was really refreshing meeting these people, and I've learned a great deal. So it was also really cool to come here and celebrate being gay in a movie, which is very great for me. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, Danielle and I met maybe a few years before we actually started filming Crazy, Sexy, Cool. When we met, I was in the process of teaching myself how to screenwrite. So I was kind of forced her into being one of my readers, and and made a truck through that in my learning process. But after a while, I think we had lost contact, got back in contact, and we're like, oh hey, let's make some movies. So we just kind of picked up from there. Threw some ideas around, sat down, reviewed some scripts and so forth, and this is where we are now. Yeah.
So for some of the new people getting involved in movies, and like how do you start being a director?
Actually, just going out and doing it. Just doing it. I actually said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I started taking classes at Workshop at Scribe Video Center. I'm a member of Philly Cam. I'm also a member at I'm sorry, I can't, it's escaping me. I'm sorry. All the lights, camera, and action is like,
You're not used to being on the front of this side of the camera.
Exactly. I'm like, but yeah, it's just going out there and do it, and then doing every resources and making sure you hands on with it. And right now, I'm actually in college for it, so I'm building on it, and I just see the growth from my first film to this film. The growth is just crazy, and part of this also is also working together as one, regardless of your sexual preference. Because Sean, he's heterosexual, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to just.
And that's okay.
It is okay.
It's cool.
It
Sean.
is.
It's cool.
And I just want to show that we can all work together regardless of the situation, and that's what I'm trying to build, something really big.
And you can see the rest of the movies on YouTube. How do we see them?
They will be on YouTube. It's CSC Series 2012, actually, and I'm also going to have DVDs out soon for the first volume, and we're going to start talking about works of keep on filming this series.
Great. We're excited to see them. Thank you very much.